So Madden came out with their second-year quarterback ratings, and it went this way. Mac, Jones, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Davis Mills. So out of the 6 second-year quarterbacks, Madden has Trey Lance ranked 5th. He had a 72 rating, if you're wondering, Ramie. That is 1 point ahead of Davis Mills. So they're telling us that they feel like Trey Lance at this point is as good as Davis Mills is of the Texans. And, Kyle Shanahan has talked a lot about Trey Lance. He's been asked a lot about Trey Lance. We go back a little ways ago, and here was Shanahan talking about his young quarterback.
He's got a chip on his shoulder, and he likes to compete out there and play ball. And he handles himself the right way. Like, I think the biggest thing on Trey that everyone's got to realize is he is younger. Trey's got more horsepower inside of him, I think, than he even knows of. Just from the whole, talent, but also what he's made of, how intelligent he is, how I think he's going to be able to overcome adversity. I do believe he's going to be able to handle this pressure. It's going to be hard, but that's what the position is. And there's only so many people in this world who have the talent to be put in that spot.
Cattles and Ramie, Sactown Sports, 1140. I think, Ramie, when you look at the ratings from Madden, as much as you want to put into those, I don't know how much stock you put into Madden ratings, but it makes sense to me because we've seen this guy play 2 games. And so I don't know how you can rank him any higher than, the rookie quarterbacks that played pretty much full seasons, Mack and Lawrence and Fields and Wilson.
I'm surprised the gap isn't larger, to be quite honest with you.
Interesting,
Because let's be real, Trey Lance was graded lower than all these guys that we're talking about before they were ever even drafted, behind a Mac Jones, behind a Trevor Lawrence, behind a Justin Fields, behind a Zach Wilson, maybe in a different order than what it was a year ago, but he was graded lower than all 4 of those guys coming out of college. And what those guys got in their rookie year that Trey Lance did not is a bounty of experience. All those guys started most of, if not all, of their team's games last year. And watching those 4 guys, Jones, Lawrence, Fields, and Wilson, I didn't feel like, now they didn't all light the world on fire, but I didn't feel like any of them took steps back. I feel like as the season went on, we saw all 4 of those quarterbacks only get better. Some of them incrementally, some of them took big steps and showed some big things in their rookie year, but what those guys have over Trey Lance is experience, and you get better with experience. You get better with snaps and learning the speed of the NFL and what you're looking at and reading defenses. You're only going to get better doing that, and then, like I said, they already came in better than Trey Lance in most people's eyes and added experience points to that. To put it in Madden terminology, they've added experience points to an already higher ranking than what Trey Lance had when all 5 of those guys were coming out of college.
What do you need to see from Lance to feel good? If you're a Niners fan and you're getting ready for training camp starting this week, tomorrow, most guys show up Wednesday, full throttle. What do you need to see?
I need to see him. I need to see the ability to improve. Like, I know there are going to be growing pains. I know there are going to be mistakes.
Right.
Is he going to learn from that? And is he going to get better week to week? On Friday, Nick, when you were out on the show, and I believe it was RG3 who said he thinks this offense will be better under Trey Lance than it was under Jimmy G. And to expect that out of the gates is crazy to me, is what I said on Friday. The model that you should be using was when Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay and Bruce Arians looked at his defense and said, hey guys, we're going to need you to carry us for the first 10 weeks of the season while we tweak and tinker with some things on the offensive side, and Tom Brady and everybody else is figuring things out. I want to see Trey Lance get better week to week is all that I'm looking for if I'm a 49ers fan. And by week 10, 12, 13, this thing running at a pretty high level with him leading it.
I want to see ownership. And what I mean by that is ownership of the playbook, ownership of the huddle, ownership of the situation around you. I want to see somebody who is confident in his own skin. And, hey, if he makes mistakes, own the mistakes. Don't get freaked out by the mistakes. Understand that those are going to happen as a young player. So one of the things I want to see is ownership. The other thing I'd like to see is leadership. He doesn't have to be the loudest guy on the field, but I do think because of Jimmy G and where they had gone with Garoppolo, not because of Garoppolo, with Garoppolo, there is going to be some inherent pressure right off the bat. I'd like to see that leadership. And then you just get into some of the other football stuff. Accuracy, touch, I want to see that. The one part I do believe in, though, Ramie, is, as you mentioned, will this offense be better with Lance than it was with Garoppolo? This offense will be much more diverse, which I think in the end will make this offense better because you've got Lance's ability to run. You have Lance's arm strength. Garoppolo does not have a strong arm.
Okay.
They pretty much eliminated anything downfield. So you can open up the playbook more with Lance.
Put it, again, into Madden terminology.
Yeah.
Yes, Trey Lance has the speed. He's probably got like an 86 speed. I don't know exactly what it is, but he's probably got pretty good speed for a running back, which Jimmy G probably does not have. He probably has a higher rating when it comes to arm strength. Don't you think that stuff is balanced out, if not tips the scales in Jimmy G's favor when you talk about, again, experience, decision-making, smarts?
No, because Jimmy wasn't really a good decision maker.
I mean, it's kind of weird that this guy who was bad at everything led a top 10 offense last year and has taken him to a Super Bowl and an NFC championship. That's crazy to me.
I think that they structured things in a way that got the very most out of him. And I think they played it very safe with him. And I think they banked on their run game and some deception in Kyle Shanahan play calling. They did not ask Garoppolo to do a whole heck of a lot in that offense. They just didn't.
It still took Jimmy Garoppolo to execute all that stuff that you just talked about. There's something to be said for execution.
Sure. And I think there's a number of people that could have executed it, is what I would say.
I think it'll be a while before Trey Lance can execute at a level that even Jimmy G did.
Well,
even with better skills.
I just want to see ownership and leadership, and I want to see the ability to at least try to get the football downfield from time to time. 916-339-11.